turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Big-time play by McCaffrey. 38 yards.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown Minnesota. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus, there's a different clarity, there's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The extra point is up and through. And the Vikings move out on top, 14-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Once again, it's Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
To throw. Going up top. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll try to run for it, and he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down.
First down is right.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Handoff, Gibbs running left. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the 46, here's second down and 9. They'll run to the right with Montgomery. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 8.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44. And a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short. Gets a fresh set of downs. And now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. Inside the 30. And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Okay, ready? They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Again, it's McCaffrey. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and 4.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. Room to run at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Minnesota.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Open man downfield, it's Addison. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready, break! Ready!
Throwing again is McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That ball, Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Back 60. Get up. 19. Count 19. Count 19. Mustang 19.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Cougar 19. 18. Pioneer.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break. Let's go now. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hopkinson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
The Vikings.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 6.
Here we go. Set. Pass to 60. Pass to 60. 60 boxes. Check it, Craig. Ready?
A little play action here with McCarthy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. And it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And a nice job there. On that return gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Tesla. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
32-yard line.
1st and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw out of the gun.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere and allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Now a 3rd and 2. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And the Lions will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up. Set. Ready.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Hold it ready. 19 Lions.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A return now from the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Lions.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 drop, 60 drop, trap 60, trap 60. Combo 18.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions, first down.
He'll look to throw. Moving to his right. Now he'll run. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal inside the 10. Down to the 7-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Ready? Bronco switch. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's a run. And he will score. Game on. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Important moment here for the Lions as they're going to go for two.
The Lions will set up for the two-point conversion.
19 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Lions 23.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go. Set. Hawk set.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22.
The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard
Set to go now on first and 10.
Set. Coconut. Check out.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of couple.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the 43, here's second and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Third down, they need 5.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Hot 19. Come.
They'll drop to throw. On the move. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hopkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
60 by 6.
On the draw, here comes McCaffrey. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Second down and 3. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Going to be third. They need 1.
Let's go.
On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7.
And we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. They'll have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.